Okay, so today we're jumping into something pretty cool, the Green Market Initiative. It's all about building a sustainable community, literally from the ground up. And the way they're starting, well, it's surprisingly simple, but also really powerful. Let's dive in. So, right off the bat, how do you build the future with just cardboard? Kind of sounds like a trick question, right? But seriously, how can you map out a whole eco-friendly market with cardboard? Well, that's the absolute genius of this project. It's all about using a physical model to take a huge, ambitious idea and make it feel totally real, something you can actually touch and understand. All right, so let's start with the big picture vision. We're talking about going from a simple model to a real bustling marketplace. And it's so much more than just some cardboard cutouts. It's about seeing how this little thing can stand in for a huge, vibrant community hub. Okay, so to be clear, what we're looking at here isn't a working market, at least not yet. It's what you call a prototype. Think of it like a 3D blueprint, or those little models architects make? Its entire job is to be a visual guide, something tangible that shows you exactly what this future green market will look and feel like. It's the thing that takes the dream out of someone's head and puts it right in front of you. So, if this model is the blueprint, what are the actual building blocks? Let's take a closer look and kind of break down what makes this thing tick. What makes it such a powerful way to show off the idea? It really all starts with the stalls. I mean, think about it. The stalls are the heart and soul of any market, right? So of course that's where the prototype has to begin. Everything, from the layout to how people will move through the space, it's all built around these. So when you break it down, the model really has two main parts. You've got the stalls, which are these miniature versions made from recycled cardboard, which is a great touch, right? It totally fits the eco-friendly vibe. And their job is to help you see the layout. Then you have the products. These are tiny samples of eco-friendly goods, and they're there to give you a real taste of the kinds of awesome local stuff you'd find at the real market. And we're not talking about generic stuff here. The model is actually filled with these tiny versions of things like cloth bags, bamboo utensils, handmade soaps, and even little recycled crafts. It's so cool because every single one of these mini items was picked for a reason. They're all symbols of sustainability, and together they tell this amazing story about the values of the whole community. Okay, so having a great model is one thing, but how do you get other people on board? How do you get them excited? Well, that's the next step. We're going to see how this prototype isn't just a static display. It's actually designed to be an active storyteller. Yeah, this model has a mission. You can almost think of it as a little ambassador for the whole initiative. Every single piece of it is there to do something, to inform people, to get them engaged, and hopefully to inspire them. The goal is to turn someone who's just looking at it into someone who wants to be a part of it. And they're tackling this in two really smart ways. First, there's the on-site buzz. Right there with the model, you'll see posters and banners that explain what this is all about. Sustainability, supporting local artists, the whole deal. But then, and this is really forward-thinking, there's the online reach. They've also got a digital mock-up that shows how a social media campaign could take this local idea and just blast it out to a way bigger audience. All right, so let's put all these pieces together. How do we get from this cardboard model to the end goal? A real, living, breathing market that actually makes a difference. This quote just nails it. The prototype's whole purpose is to help people visualize. It's like a bridge for your imagination. It lets you take a mental stroll through the market, check out the design, get a feel for the energy of the event, all before a single real-life stall is even set up. It's pretty powerful stuff. And here's what that vision looks like in action on an actual market day. First, the artisans arrive and set up their stalls, filling the whole space with their amazing, unique products. Then, the community starts to show up. Students, locals, everyone is drawn in. But here's the magic part, the connections that get made. It's not just about buying and selling. It's about people talking, learning, and supporting local craft. That's the human part of it, and the model helps you see that. So, when you boil it all down, what's the crucial point? It's that you don't need a huge budget or some crazy high-tech presentation to get a big idea across. Sometimes a simple model, if it's made with care, is all you need to represent a really powerful vision for community and sustainability. And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. This whole amazing initiative started with just some cardboard and an idea. It kind of makes you wonder, right? What big idea could you build a model of?